Guys, some breaking news here. We just had some absolutely monstrous polls drop out of Pennsylvania. This is just coming into my news feed. So Quinnipiac did a series of polls in several swing states. They did one here. We have keeping into account the other candidates, and then we just have a head-to-head with Trump versus Harris, and absolute explosion of support for Harris in these polls. Harris coming in +6 over Trump and +5. Guys, this is, I can't state how important this is. All of the analysis says that basically whoever wins Pennsylvania is going to win this election. It shuts off so many of Trump's paths to victory. If he loses Pennsylvania, he basically has to win Pennsylvania in order to come up with a victory here. Otherwise, he's got to pick off some really hard to reach states. This is absolutely stunning. Um, and if this trend continues, if it continues to grow, or if it stays like this, he will need a massive swing on election day in his direction in order to take this thing back. But guys, this is the probably the biggest update we've gotten so far. So, viewed as a must-win swing state in the path to the White House, Harris receives 51% among likely voters. That's important. People who are polled and say they likely will show up and vote. Trump at 45%. A lot of the time, that is sort of his ceiling in these elections. It's tough for him, as popular or as unpopular as he is, to get past that bar. Um, in terms of enthusiasm, 70% of likely voters supporting Harris say they are very enthusiastic, which is up from 66% in August. And 73% of likely voters say they are very enthusiastic about supporting him. So Trump with a 3 percentage point lead in enthusiasm, which is down from 4% lead in August. So that gap closing, that is good for Trump, but still the overall numbers spell it out. Favorability ratings, 48% favorable opinion of Harris, while 43 unfavorable. So she is up in favorability by 5 points. That is absolutely massive since she was underwater in favorability for all of Joe Biden's presidency. That is, numbers are improving when 46% of her had a favor opinion and 48% had an unfavorable opinion. So she went from down 2 to +5. That's a 7-point swing. And 44% of likely voters had a favorable view of opinion of Donald Trump, while 53% have an unfavorable opinion. So you have that 44% sort of matching up exactly with the 45% that say they will turn out to vote for him. That number is very important. Okay. Then we had some other numbers, and we'll get into Michigan as well. In Michigan, Harris receiving 50% of support among likely voters, with Trump at 45%. Again, that magic 45 number for Donald Trump. He is stuck there, seemingly. 98% of Democrats back Harris, while only 94% of Republicans back Trump. This is seemingly a swing from the norm, where typically you have Republican support for Trump massively strong and the Democrat support being slightly weaker, but Harris outperforming Trump, as well with independents, 47% for Harris and 44% for Trump, which could be the difference in this race. Guys, if Harris goes on to win Pennsylvania and again Michigan, this thing is absolutely over, and realistically, Donald Trump has no path to victory, or very few paths to victory, just to be clear. Enthusiasm, 79% of likely voters supporting Harris say they are very enthusiastic about supporting her. 83% say they are very enthusiastic about supporting him. So again, Trump with the enthusiasm win, important for him, and favorability, 48% favorable, 47 unfavorable for Harris, 44 similar number favorable for Trump, and 53 unfavorable for that. Looking at Wisconsin, as I felt, will be closer and, in my opinion, harder to win for Harris, and likely a win for Trump here, given how close it's been in the past with a large secret Trump vote out there. Harris receiving 48% of support among likely voters, with Trump at 47%, well within the margin of error, I assume similar numbers there. And we get into those favorability numbers as well. Guys, this is pretty, this is phenomenal stuff. I mean, this is, I'm gonna have to go in and make an updated map at this point because if this, it's gonna take a few more polls to be able to say definitively what the trend is here. But this is a direct reaction, in my opinion, to the debate where Donald Trump makes an absolute fool of himself, further alienates independent voters, women, minorities, Haitian immigrants, and the like, and a tremendous amount of undecided and independent voters swinging in Kamala Harris's direction. That was a monumental moment in this election, and it's showing in this particular poll. Again, it's just one poll. We will need to see a few more, but one poll nonetheless, and it is a massive, massive swing for Kamala Harris. And stay tuned for my updated election prediction, where we'll have to factor this in as well, because this is massive. Let me know what you guys think. Please drop a like and comment and keep the discussion going. So I'll see you guys in the next one.